Alright, finally, here we are on the lovely World Badok web server, whatever, and I can finally play Sanrensei. Now, I don't know how many games I've had to go through on how many different servers in order to actually finally get to play Black. So yeah, happy days. Finally get to play it. So, Sanrensei, for those of you who do not know, you have triple, sorry, 4-4, not 4-4. Wow, I'm failing all over the place. You have triple fourth line stones. So, you're probably interested in influence. Pretty straightforward. Not really in territorious. Third line, and I can't believe this guy's using this Joseki against me. Oh, I really hate that so much. Alright, so this Joseki is interesting in regards to the Sanrensei. If normally here I would want to either extend up or play here. Not a bad idea. Trouble is, there's ways of making this over-concentrated given that P10 actually exists. So what do I want to do instead? Because if I extend up and he attaches, I guess that's what we're going to have to do, because if we do here, he's going to Atari up, and then I'm going to have a problem on my hands. But let's show the problem. I don't mind. Now, what will he do? I think he's going to be aggressive. But then again, if he's going to be aggressive, this has to be a lower stone, I think. Oh well, this works too. As you can clearly see. Not at all a very good variation for me, because he gets my corner. I get a little bit of influence, but it's not really all that much. He's going to Atari me, I'm going to take, he's going to Atari. And he lives happily in my corner. Which is why I should have extended up originally and prevented this from actually occurring. This is one of the variations I was referring to when I said that bad things are going to happen to me. But that's okay. I don't mind. Unfortunately, it does mean that the whole idea of using the Sanrensei is a little bit hurt, because I can't really make a lot of influence here. But my groups are fine. I don't want to play a small move, so I will approach him instead and see if I can't make something up here. He, on the other hand, having this nice little thing for himself here, is probably itching to approach on in. Pretty good move. That way he can separate P10. Okay, no he's not. He's going to approach, he's going to play very far away, so I can't develop this side. Interesting idea that this guy has. Now that I don't think is actually the right move. A couple of things I can do. I could just play here, I guess, if I really wanted to. But I feel like being a little bit more aggressive and seeing what he wants to do with his large knight. So I'm going to clamp instead. Let's see what he wants to do. If he's going to Hane, I get to Atari and extend. This stone is now hurt a little bit. I'm getting some influence again. He's going to have to live in the corner, though. That's not going to be comfortable for him, I don't think. Let's see, what else can he do here? Just extend, I suppose, and then I'm going to extend. Okay, we're going to play this instead. This is a little bit unusual. He might have a chance of living in the corner if he plays here. Now this is important. He wants to play here, and then here. Can I play here instead? If I play here, he's going to play there. I guess this is okay. Let's see what he's trying to do. We're going to go and play this. I don't mind killing off his corner. Or my corner as it is now. A little bit of a greedy guy. He played the large knight here, when it was obviously his intention to go back and be greedy, or go back and play this, which is not a bad move. But usually we see as a company with a small knight, that way they can get over my position when I try and do anything crazy up top, and not buckle down and try and defend all of this. It's really weird. Oh man, that means this game doesn't really count as a Sanrensei, and I have to play another game, because this isn't really a good depiction of Sanrensei, is it? This is just bad. I mean, this is not how you normally play Sanrensei. Oh well, we're going to pincer because this is weak and he's trying to get a large area up here to compensate for the territory that he's lost on the left-hand side. These two stones are too close to thickness, so similarly I need a pincer here so we can jump out. Getting to fix my shape would be really, really cool, which is what I'm going to really do, really now. Don't mind that. I'll connect because I want to be strong. So this will live locally, this will live locally. Doesn't make many points. Okay, what is that? This is kind of weird. I guess he thought maybe I... Nope. Not going to allow you to do that. Or maybe I will, because he can connect. Okay. So he connects on the second line. I don't really care. Let's make this nice and strong, so I don't like having weak points behind. That's bad. Seriously? Okay. guess I'll just make shape here so I never have to capture these stones. Guess I'll come out so I never have to worry about those stones. And my next move is going to be to attack this unless he backs off, which he really needs to do now. And then I'm going to approach. He'll jump out. Okay, he's not doing that at all. Instead, he's just going to fight over everything. Huh. What an unusual player. He doesn't really have any interest in developing. He just wants to ruin whatever you're doing. He'll play a large move. If he has nothing else to fight, I guess? I don't know. It's really strange. And here you can even see he wants to, like, give up this stone, right? Just so he can try and... Huh. Tell you what, I'll allow it. You can have this done if you really want it that badly. I'm going to cut and live in sente. Alright, so now I'm alive in sente, which means I get to go back and attack these stones, which is what I've wanted to do the entire time. And now I'll jump out. Okay. I'm trying to force him to attack here. He does not, so I'll just take my shape. And now this little shoulder hit there is really, really large because this group is nice and weak. So I'll lean on that. I've also got a forcing move on the bottom at h17 that I can play later. But right now his territory is coming from the right-hand side, and as such, it makes my life a lot easier. Let's read a little bit out here. If he pushes, then there's like a little thing there, yeah? Well, I don't mind that, because we can go back and capture this whenever we want, so we're fine. And he still needs another move to ensure I can't do anything weird. Let's poke at his shape a bit. Raid. I have to play here. And I guess now we play here. Poke that out. He Ataris, I'll simply connect. He Ataris, I'll connect again. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties to kill him with. That doesn't strike me as a very interesting move, so I'll ignore it. Now he still has to get this group to life. This is still dead, so I don't really mind. can go back and capture it whenever I need to. Now he's trying to figure out how he's going to run, because he wants to do a splitting attack and try and attack this group, because this territory on the right-hand side and Comey is not enough to win. He really needs massive profit from this little area, which he's unhappily not getting enough of. But I'm going to be nice and safe. Connect up my stones before launching into an attack. Actually, I should have been the other way around. I probably should have played the small knight and then done that for better shape. Yeah, because see, he's getting that now. So all I can do is fix my shape in Sente. He has to connect. Okay. Now I've connected my shape up. He's still not alive, so I guess we will lean on this a bit. This is now a bad move. I should have shouldered if I was going to do anything here. Yep, he's calling me on it. He's like, nope, that wasn't a good move. And I can only say, yeah, you're right, that wasn't a good move. Not too worried about my group yet, though, so I'm going to attack still. So I've got this nice little move here that's threatening a lot of stuff. I can still play the cap, which I'm going to do now, as you can see. Asking him how he wants to live. Okay, he's going to live by doing that. Interesting. I'm going to have to play normal sequence here, but I get to live, so I'm happy. Because this stone will die if he cuts me off. If he connects, I'll tire up. He goes up, I connect, and then he can never cut me off, or those cutting stones will die. Real basic. Instead, he'll probably cut me here. I'll tire up, and then do that. And then try and exchange this for getting out and around here. That might be nice. Alright, he decided that he does not like that idea, so he's going to try to do something different instead. I see what he's doing. Going to descend. What an interesting exchange you propose. Very well. I accept the conditions of your surrender. It's going to play here, because this cut doesn't work until he has a stone there, or there, yeah. I can knight that off. I fully expect that group to be killed, but so will this one. Do. I think he's completely enclosed now. He can't break through this, so he's not going to try. And by that I mean he's clearly going to try right now. Tarry that. Connect. No reason to have a co here. This is not going to be... Oh, shoot. Is this going to be made in I? Let's do that. Okay. How interesting. I'm kind of worried that he can get an I here in sente. I go here. Do new. This is where we wish we were a little bit better with life and death. Go here, and I can go here. And now that's alive completely. So he needs to go back and ensure that this is alive. And I think he might actually be able to accomplish it, because again, I'm staring at this and I'm thinking, oh wow, I forgot. There's like so much that needs to be done here. You can't do this. I think he just killed himself. He ensured that he's never living, ever. If there was ever an I to be had here in sente, then he could have lived. But now there's not, because I'll run it as far as I have to in order to get this to live. But I don't have to run it very far, because it's just going to connect up right here. So that's connected, which means the entire left is now dead. I thought we were going to do a straight trade. These stones for these stones. But he tried to save these stones and didn't make certain that these stones were dead. So now it's just kind of weird. Yeah, this game's now over. Okay. What's going on here? He takes, I connect, and I've got 5 liberties? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. I win that, I think. Yep. So I can just go here. And if he goes there now, then I'll take him out. And he takes, and I chuck in. And we're good to go. Because we read that out a long time ago, right? We all knew that was there. And that is the end of that. A very unusual game, that's for certain. Shoot, he left. Unusual game, very unusual game. Sanrensei is usually influence, and we did wind up getting a kill in the middle of the board, which is kind of influential, but not typically what we would expect to see here. But let's review the game a bit. Oh, and as you can see here, I'm now up to 5 down here on Baduk. I've played that many games trying to get white, or trying to get black rather, to do a Sanrensei game as requested. So that's fun. So yeah, here is very interesting, because I don't have a really good response. I mean, if I play here, then he's just going to play here, right? And try to go for this variation. In which case he lives on the right-hand side fairly simply. And my variations are a little bit destroyed. Let's see, is there anything else I can actually do here besides that? Let's see if I remember correctly. Because, yeah, he can approach there. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's something I could do, I think. Could I have done that? I don't know. I click madly when I'm frustrated. I think I could do this. This looks like an interesting move. Because, I mean, what is he going to do now? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I guess the only thing I could possibly do is try to cut in the most aggressive manner possible. Right? If he actually does something like this, I can just move to cut here maybe? That could be fun, I guess. I might keep the idea of Sanrensei alive. Man, I don't use this at all. I'm not familiar. I don't want to do this, though, because he'll just do something like this, right? And I have to block this way, and this still sucks. So yeah, a bit of an annoying move there. Try it out in your games to frustrate people that annoyingly go Sanrensei on you. And then we have this, which, not the best of variations. I mean, I've also got, you know, Atari there, and I can play here. It's not a really great variation, but, meh. This, I think, should be here. He wants to play this variation, where he actually just does the whole pinstring thing. Then this doesn't really work out as well, right? Because clearly I can't just play this. This is never going to work out for me. But because he has that one extra stone, it actually does. All I can do really is like go back in here, and he gets this. And then if I get something like this, he can go across the board, keep developing. But instead he has that large knight, which means I can play this way, and suddenly, I don't know, not sure how we're going to get out of here nicely. This is an attempt to essentially get back from a behind position, so he tries to play super aggressive. I simply back off and try to keep him from making an area too large. And now here is when I knew the game was probably going to be over now. Because apparently his goal is to connect on the second line But we were from a behind position, and now he's just trying to connect low on the first and second line. I was not giving him a lot of territory, so as long as I just don't die, then I should be fine. Which is what all of this is. This is just me not dying, putting a little bit of pressure here and there on groups that, you know, are available to be pressured. But yeah, after this I don't see really what he can do. He has to kill me, is what he has to do. That's about all I can do, is just try to kill one of my groups. Because this in the right-hand side is not going to be enough. Because he needs this, which he's not getting on Sente, and he needs to get this out, which is going to be Gote. My approaching here is Sente, taking that as Gote, but while this is struggling, this is going to be able to live easily. So yeah, it's pretty much over. This, I would have... No. If he wants to get back in the game, forget it. Forget everything I was doing. This is a severe attack, sure, who cares? Just go after this group. Nothing else matters. This is what's important. The corner, forget it. We already established that you have to attack the group. So let's make a high down level decision. We know what we have to do, so forget everything else, let's go do it. At the let's say I live. I don't know. I don't really care. Let's say that's alive somehow. That's still profit, right? Because he can, you know, build this up a little bit maybe. If he lives in Sente and gets to maybe come back and do something here, he profited. That's the kind of thing he's looking for. A way to profit as much as he can. That'd be that. I mean, he wouldn't kill me, I don't think, but... And this, I thought, was just going to be our lovely little exchange. Nice and easy peasy. He kills me there. I make certain that he's dead here. And everyone's happy. But no easy exchange to be made. Instead, he decides to not lose the game. I completely understand it. But let's go back and look at that. I'm alive, right. So pre-play. What happens here? Am I going to play this? Absolutely not. I'm never playing that. That's just insane. So he's got an I here in Gote, right? Gote I. So the question then becomes, can we get this I in Sente at all? Is that not possible? I mean, I need to take this out, right? But what if he goes here now? I gotta throw in. I guess that's still okay. Maybe there was no hope there after all. Maybe there was no hope to be had. That's what I was worried about. That was the last chance there. After that, the game's over. That's pretty much all we get to say about that. So there's a Sanrensei game, but I have to try to do a better one because this was just not garbage, but real close. It was really, really close to garbage. Not to say he played bad or anything like that. I'm not calling my opponent garbage. Those of you who are freaking out like, oh my god, what is going on with him? He's so bad manner. No. I just mean that the use of Sanrensei wasn't what I really wanted to go over. It wasn't a traditional use of the Sanrensei. So the purpose there of my playing it was garbage. So I gotta, do another game. So you can look forward to that. I don't know if it's going to be my next game. Judging how hard it was to get this one, it's probably not going to be. But it'll happen eventually, and when it does, I hope you enjoy.